Wake up, get high, all day through the night, prepare to take flight through the sky. Start your day right. Wake up, get high, all day through the night, prepare to take flight through the sky.
Top of the Wake and Bake, everybody. You already know what it is. It's your boy Fax, host of the Wake and Bake Show, baby. Doing what we do best, trying these strains, man. Today, I'm honored. I got my boy 420 Chris in the building.
Man, I appreciate you having me, brother. Yeah. 420 Chris, man. 420 Chris 925, man. Appreciate you having me, brother.
For sure, man. For sure, man. It's a blessing to have somebody here. You're actually one of my first, second guests, but from the Bay, you know what I'm saying, repping the Bay, you know, that come and, you know, teaches a little bit about your journey, you know what I'm saying, as Chris, you know what I'm saying. I know you was into music since, I know your first release was around 2012.
Yeah, 2012. Matter of fact, I was just thinking about it. I put out my first joint on 2/15, February 15th of 2012, and what 215 symbolized, it was a Prop 215. That was our first weed prop before the new joints like Prop 64 or something, but our medical joint was 215, so I was a real weedy release, and the album cover was red, yellow, and green. Yeah.
Fire. So when did you start as, like, you know what I'm saying, as rapping? Like, when did you start music? Because 2012, like.
Yeah, so.
When was your first passion for the?
So I always loved hip hop, and before I was like 5, 6, 7, I could probably like rap you some of my favorite verses from other artists. So I probably just started as a fan of music overall, just like singing back songs from all genres. But then in like high school, I started messing with like freestyles and just almost, you know, just rapping a little bit. Like definitely nothing serious. I didn't start taking it serious till maybe a couple years before that 2012 release. But
okay, cool, man. So you started off like, you know, young, testing the waters, and then gradually, you know what I'm saying, you took it seriously. You know?
Yeah, because I think
who inspired you?
So music wise?
Yeah, music wise.
Yeah, so music wise, man, I was a big fan of Tupac, of course. Like for many reasons, but he that Dear Mama track was big for me and to me because my mom wasn't the biggest fan of hip hop rap, but that kind of showed her a different side. But of course, Pac, Biggie, shout out to my younger cousin Nene. I was a big fan of Bone Thugs. That was like my favorite kind of when I was a kid. And then moving to the Bay from Hawaii. I'm originally from Hawaii. Moved there around 12, and then I got introduced to the whole Bay scene, and that really inspired me. It was a bunch of independent artists with some fucking dope music and just crazy work ethic, like crazy projects, and it all was professional. The Andre Nicotina's, Equiptos, Mac Dre's, rest in peace to Jacka, rest in peace. Just the whole Bay Area scene, the mob figures, and E40, Be Legit.
Sure, that's
a lot of
love,
people
man,
like that.
For sure, definitely love. That's what's up, man. So I want to also get into around what age did you start smoking? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I think the first time I smoked some weed, I was like 13, and it was just a one-time thing. And then around 14, I really started
Going heavy.
Yeah, I think it was like 03.
03?
Yeah, 03. And man, I was I came into the as a smoker pretty spoiled. It was a bunch of Granddaddy Purple running around, and like the good stuff. It was like in its prime.
Okay.
Yeah, so on the scene, I was instantly on some dark purple.
There was the Kushes, the Confidentials.
Yeah, and then yep. And then the Kush became the big dog after that for sure. And then after that was that Cookies.
Yes, sir. Clown. That's what's crazy, man. The growth of like the cannabis plant is so dope. Like the era we came from, you know what I'm saying? Running from cops, so it being legal now in New York, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy
congratulations. As a matter of fact, I said that to a couple of my people today. I stopped. I was like, damn, actually, that's
what's up. I appreciate that. Shout out New York City, man.
Yeah, shout out New York.
Taking a big step, that's dope, big step. Major step. We need that. People need it. You're going to see a change. it's gonna be kind of crazy too. You know, I had this discussion with a few of my guys. It's gonna be a mix of both, because this is something new to everybody. So you know, New York. I know New York. I'm from New York. My New Yorkers, they're gonna test the waters. They're gonna violate. You know, they're gonna smoke in front of the cops. Definitely want to do that. They can't wait to do shit like that. You know, so I understand. You know, it's a thing that we got to get accustomed to now. You know, unlike, you know, you guys started it all first. That's why I embrace y'all and everything y'all do. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything y'all do too, as cultivators, and you know what I'm saying. Everything y'all bring to the table, to the culture, it's big and huge, man. That's why, you know, I even got this all started. You know, we had this conversation the other day, which was so dope. You know?
Nah, man, much appreciated. Yeah, California culture, especially the Bay. Of course, shout out to LA, but that California culture is interesting. We definitely love that plant, just like everybody. But yeah, that's where the home of this shit is, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, man. You know.
But you know, even the first days of the real legalization in California, even we like not even testing waters, but just it's gray areas and just trying to figure all this stuff out, because it was kind of cool the way we had it, like in our medical way. So the legal shit is gonna be, obviously it's great to plant, because its prohibition shit's obviously ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
So that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it'll be great. It's a lot of be big money in this city, man.
Definitely see yourself coming more often and working over here. Like,
oh yeah, I always love New York, but I think I'm gonna be back even more often from this trip. I think I got some good things in order, and I'm on a good path. So I think I'm gonna be right back to visit you with some new flavors.
yes, sir. That's what's up, man. Definitely. Right now, we smoking on some Pelly. You know what I'm saying? That's what we smoking on right here.
Yeah, this the Pink Exclusivo. Yes, indeed.
Big
Pink
shout outs to
Exclusivo.
Pelly, man. We smoking this Pink Exclusivo. Here with my man 420 Chris.
Man,
Doing what we do, man.
much love to Champelli for sure. Appreciate you, Pelly. Appreciate you having me, buddy. It's a player in here, man.
Same.
I like what you're doing for the culture, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming through. It's always a blessing, man. Especially getting you guys, you know what I'm saying, to come and give you your view on how you guys might feel about how things going here. And you know what I'm saying, as well as give the culture, like, enlighten the culture on what y'all bringing to the table as well. Because these guys is confused in my streets. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes they think they know all these buzz, and I'm like, yo, dude, there's mad flavors out there. Like, it's a lot of flavors. These guys sometimes get lost with a few flavors, not really giving respect to others because it doesn't taste a specific way. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think also, brand recognition is big, and maybe people only want to, give a couple top dog shots or just think that's the only gas. But in reality, it's a lot of dope growers and a lot of good strains out there. So yeah, definitely expand the horizons a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How often do you burn?
So a regular day, man, I will say during that quarantine, I was up 1,000%. So, but on a usual day, I'm busy. So when I wake up, I might not blaze right away, but a couple hours in for sure, I'm a couple blunts in. So there's 2 or 3. Day progresses, probably another 3 or 4. I might just go through a pack of woods, or I'm trying to get on these Paxtons, man. You know what I mean? Like a pack of Paxtons a day, give or take. We could definitely go more, 2 or 3, but like on a regular day, and might be trying to get off the blunt soon, but I'm smoking like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blunts a day.
There you go. That's what I'm about to say. We about to average around the same.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I wake up. I wake up with a spliff, man. This is why I started Wake and Bake, because this is my thing. It's like my coffee. Everybody has their coffee and stuff.
No, of course.
My boys was always drinking the coffee or tea. My other man smoked bones. Like, that nigga is that's what he loves. Everybody loves their own shit. Me, it was a blunt. Always like, yo, I gotta light up. I can't sit here and y'all. That's my caffeine.
Yeah, I never had the need for coffee either. I'm natural energy, but actually some tea in a doobie, tea in a blunt's nice. I'm sure coffee with the blunt's nice too. That's just double whammy. But actually, it's nice waking up with to like a fat, like a half one in the ashtray ready to go, and that's a real waker upper.
Yeah, man,
that's a real wake and bake right there. But no, I mean, I'm waking baking, or else I wouldn't be on the show. But sometimes I might have to get into some first, and then I might have to just, I mean,
Sure, because sometimes it is true. I do my things too sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Because I might have something that's really important to do, and it might take a little away from me. I'm not saying it slows me down from doing what I do, but, well, I got to say that. It kind of does a little bit, but it doesn't stop me from doing what I got to do. You know, you always got to get shit done. I always say that. Get high, but get shit done. You know what I'm saying?
man, shout out to the productive stoners. I would say 99% of them are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Productive stoned, for sure.
Productive, man. Don't be unproductive. Don't be an unproductive stoner, man. Come on now. You got to rep for the culture. Show that you could do things high. You know what I'm saying? We got a
This
guest.
fucking guy.
Got a guest calling up. Nah, let me stop.
Yeah, man. He's calling the bat line for sure.
Top of the wake and bake, baby. What you smoking on?
Man, you already know, man. We started today with this pink pelly, you know what I mean? And we also got this nice peanut butter runts in these crisp bags going crazy, you know what I mean? Shout out to my grower in Frisco holding me down.
Oh yeah, you already know. So another thing is, who was one of the first like relatives that you actually, as a youngin, you know, everybody has that first encounter.
Yeah.
That was like, yo, you smoking? Like, was it your dad, your mom, aunt? Like, which was your first relative that encountered that you was getting high coming up when you was a kid? Because, you know, we all have our youths when we hiding the bud from our parents and shit like that, you know, different. What was the first relative and what was the reaction when they actually found out that you were smoking? How was their reaction to you smoking?
It was for sure mom's, and it wasn't too crazy. She probably had an idea, but I think it was probably like an instance that I could remember actually getting caught. I was like smoking in my room out the window, and it might have even been out of a soda can, or I might have had a real pipe back then. But it was high school days, and
That's
yeah, I'm sure she had a clue, so it wasn't too crazy. You know, the weed. You know, we got into a little trouble. The weed kept us out of trouble, man. You know, so she wasn't tripping too much.
So you got caught shortly after you started smoking. Probably shortly, right? You started smoking around, what was it?
About 14.
14 strong, right? That's when you said.
So I would say about 15 for sure. Like I said, I think one time, and it wasn't even nothing crazy. She was just coming in my room. I didn't lock the door, and I was just out the window. And I can't remember the initial reaction, but I do recall that's probably the first time just like, you know, getting
You were shaking.
quote unquote caught or something like, oh shit. Yeah, I was just straight out my window with it, and it was 90% a soda can.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. What was the first relative you smoked with? You ever smoked with one of you? What was the first relative you ever smoked with? Who was the first relative? Cousin, aunt?
My relatives, yeah, probably cousins.
Cousin.
Probably cousins, but growing up, a bunch of in California, a bunch of my friends' parents like smoked. So I was smoking with a bunch of my friends' parents like right when I'm already smoking, like 14, 15, 16. So I was like, you know, my parents didn't really partake, but a lot of my friends' family were just stoners. So I thought that was kind of cool.
That's what's up. If you had a person you could smoke with, right? One person that you haven't smoked with yet. Who would you want to smoke with?
Man, that's a good question. Let me see. I think I would want to fire up with let me see who I want to fire up with. I think for me, I want to fire up with
Because I know you've already fired up with a few good people. And you know what I'm saying? We're going to get to that too.
Yeah, so man, you know what? Truthfully, and I would say I would want to fire up with Snoop, man. I've been around Snoop a lot, but you know, I ain't really personally really fired up with Snoop, and I think Snoop is just a living weed legend.
Yes.
And it's just hilarious where he goes, you know, he's smoking. Like I always thought it was hilarious at like the Comedy Central roast, he's just firing up there. I you know, I want to build with Snoop. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
love. That's kind of the same person I want to smoke with too, man. I definitely want to smoke one with Snoop. You Also want to smoke one with, I ain't gonna lie, I want to smoke one with Burn. I would love to smoke one with Burn. You know what I'm saying? Actually get a cool interview with him.
Yeah, Burn's dope, man. Shout out to Burn. No Burn
Big
for a
shout
long
out to
time.
Burn, man. Yeah.
Shout
I've
out to
learned a
Burn.
lot, man, and I love what, you know, what he's brought to the culture and the whole game and everything. How's it's grown, you know, cookies, you know, as a brand and other brands, the way they branched off, you know, and also watching other. I was also watching shout outs to what is it, Jungle Boys. I was watching a documentary. They showed how they came up. You know what I'm saying? The process.
Yeah, that's
and how people go through these things. That was dope, man. You know, enlightening too. You know, to know that you guys had to go through that, and that's another thing I want New Yorkers to also know is that, you know, it's dope, man. But this New York, don't think shit is sweet. Like there's still shit gonna be happening. Like, you know what I mean? They just open up the floodgates to things, but we gotta be focused, and I say also be responsible about how we go about things too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely.
But that's definitely something dope, man. So let's get into this, man. I was also listening to your work. You know what I'm saying? I know you definitely worked with a lot of good people. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was definitely dope. You work with Rob Lowe. Like, how did that build? Like, how did that come about? Like,
Yeah, shout out to Rob Lowe. That came about me just being a fan, and I kind of inquired once I was in the serious kind of state. Inquired about some beats, and then from there just was blessed to kind of build like a friendship and a relationship with him, and kind of got half my catalog is Rob Lowe beats. Kind of consider him the Dr. Dre of the Bay. He did a lot of music I like. From the Jacka, rest in peace, Mac Dre, rest in peace. And his sound is just dope. It's kind of like beats are dope out here. It's like an East Coast kind of sound almost.
yeah, his vibe is crazy. I was actually listening to Mob Chronicles, the Mob Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, nah, hold on, this is my guy's doing. And then also the juicy stuff you allow me to hear, which is a blessing. If y'all don't know, man, y'all better tune into my man Chris, man. Chris, 420 Chris, man. Big shout out to my guy, man. My guy's bringing some heat. You feel me?
Christopher, for sure, man. I appreciate it. And that Mob Chronicles, I'm glad you dove into that. So that's a different side. That was some songs because Rob Lowe's a producer, but he's a producer in many ways. But he's known for the slaps, making the beats. But he's ill on the vocals, and he gave vocals to a few people like the Jacka and a couple people. But so that's him rapping and singing on everything. Yeah. So that Mob Chronicles, though, man. I'm glad you. Yeah, because it was dope to me. You kind of dove in at the beginning of the catalog. You told me you listened to that one. I was like, oh shit, okay. He went in. So then I think that's I just dropped that in 2020. So that's a new album. New album, and it's 420 right now. Happy 420, man.
420, happy 420. We here, baby, doing what we do. You know, we late. I'm late. I'm a late one, man. I'm always on Cali time. Right now in Cali is what?
Oh, yeah, it's 120. I've been
120.
on East Coast time so long now. Matter of fact, I'm calling people like at 10-9 here just thinking I'm in Cali, so I'm not even knowing it's 7 a.m. I'm waking people up. But nah, in Cali, man, Cali hustlers, we try to be up at 5 a.m., you know what I mean? Calling the executives, it's an ill feeling. 5 a.m. We got to wake up, because y'all up, man. Stock market open, baby.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hit that wake and bake 5 a.m. sharp, man, in Cali, man.
That's 8 o'clock over here.
That's what I'm saying. The world's open, man. So 5 a.m. I try to be up. You know what I mean?
Get this shit going, man. So it's dope, man. It's been a journey. So I know after it was Tunes for Thoughts, right? When you started off in 2012.
Tunes for Thought, yeah. Shout out to my boy Reese the Beast. I met him in college and when I was doing some music classes, and he produced that whole joint. I had some live instrumentation on there, some drums and guitar on a couple joints. Shout out to my boy Tommy. Yeah, that was my first album, man. Shout out to Michael Marshall, Equipto, Burner. They were on that joint. And my boy Reese the Beast produced all that. It was dope.
Yeah, City Mission is the one, actually, right? City Mission, that was the one with Burner.
Yeah, so City Mission came on my next album, THC, which ended up being a trilogy.
That was the first THC, right?
Yeah, the first THC. So that was a full Rob Lowe produced album, and that one is City Mission with Burner. And then on the Tunes for Thought, I got a joint called West Coast Psycho with Burner.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
so-
right. Yeah, West.
Yep.
Okay,
West
got
Coast
you.
Psycho. I'm a West Coast Psycho.
So building on that, like that's dope. So you know Burner for a while because you guys been, he's been creative. I think that's around the time, if I'm not mistaken, that he really started doing the music thing heavy, right?
Yeah,
or a
he
little
was
bit before that.
Yeah, no, he was heavy before that, but we would have recorded that joint like 2011 or something. So that's a cool 10 years ago.
Wow.
Cool decade because I put it out 2012. So yeah, there was a dope cannabis club called the Hemp Center, and that's where I met Burn at.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Word. And then y'all built. How did that go about? Like,
Yeah, just kind of seeing him in there, and then kind of just said, "Hey man, let's work on something." And yeah, he was cool.
that's
And then we
fine.
knocked out another one, and then I got another one actually in the cut too.
All right. Yeah. So he's been on almost he's been on THC. I got the THC too. THC.
Yeah, so he was on THC, and then my first album, and then I got one in the cut with him that we just did last year.
last year. Okay.
That's not out
Oh
yet.
man, yeah, that's the one. Oh my god.
One of the joints I let you hear
Sure.
yesterday. Yeah, no, that was cool. We was riding around the city just smoking, man. That was cool, vibing. I like that.
That's dope, man. See, that's a vibe, man. That's like what I like to do. As you see, you know what I mean. I
Me
like
too.
to-
That's the Cali. But you know, I've been in the New York, moving and grooving, man, hopping out of whips and Ubers and trains and shit. So it was cool to lay back for a second and just kind of, you know what I mean, go through some joints and smoke and kind of enjoy the sights. It was kind of player, and actually just not move for a second.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad that I was
Posted
able to,
up, 'cause, a lot of people ain't posting up in New York, but no, we are, man. We getting high in New York, but I just appreciate the fast motion pace, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that,
No,
man.
it's
I
all
appreciate y'all, and I'm blessed to have brought you to that. You know what I'm saying? Sense of peace and chill in the V. You feel me?
It was
Smoking
real
'cause that-
tranquil, man.
Yeah. And that's my hood. You know what I mean? That's where I chill and shit.
Yeah,
That's
everyone was
love.
What's
You
up,
see
Brody? What's
everybody
up, Brody?
come
Yeah,
through.
no
You know
doubt.
what I mean?
Player vibes.
That's the way, man, it should be. You know what I'm saying? No animosity, always love, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the way people should be.
I second that.
For real, man. So getting into that, man, you got a lot of work going on, and you got an upcoming project coming too, right?
Yeah, so right now I'm pushing a couple of joints too. Check out that Crisis. That's featuring Paul Wall, Chris Christopher. Crisis with Paul Wall. That's ill. I'm pushing this Chris Christopher Automatic. The video hit like 200,000 in like a month. That's kind of dope. That joint is ill. Shout out to my boy Scotty. And then I'm pushing. I put out this record with the Jacka.
Everybody raps.
Everybody raps, man. Rest in peace to the Jack. Produced by
R.I.P.
Rob Lowe. And I'm pushing those joints. Definitely go grab those. And yeah, I got a lot of music in the cut. I'm working on a new album called Worldwide Smokers, and it's ready. I'm just kind of organizing a couple things. I got some joints with a couple dope people. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but it's a lot of music coming.
Yeah, and definitely, man, I was
Maybe
blessed,
we'll play
man.
one or something. I might spoil one of them. I ain't really tripping.
For sure, man. My guy, like I said, man, it's definitely got some good stuff coming. I was definitely, listen, man, I love what you got coming, man. I can't wait. Honestly, I'm excited. For those that don't know, my man got some fire, bro, coming,
Yeah.
like I said.
I appreciate that. And everyone definitely get in tune with the catalog. Chris Christopher, regular spelling, CHRIS space Christopher. And you could grab all my joints, about 6 albums, bunch of singles, your iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, whatever your preferred method of getting your tunes is at. It's some dope joints on there, for sure.
Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get into some strains, man. We as we trying some Pelly right now. You know what I'm saying? What's one of your favorite strains that you probably really like? It's like a go-to strain for you that you really like. When you could get your hands to it, what's one of your
Yes.
preferred strains?
So,
And do you prefer gas or more of the terpy side?
nah, I definitely kind of want gas, because I would say I grew up on sweet weed, like that granddaddy. So that was my taste in the beginning, but then my profile moved towards more like gas. So with that being said, of course, there's a lot of it's a lot of lottos out there, and I love gelato. But I kind of want the more gassy ones, like the 40 ones, the Bacios, or as opposed to just the creamy joints.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but if I could bring back a strain that's not too old, and I would like you to try. Cherry pie was dope. I still like to smoke some good OG. I love what Pelly's got going on. A lot of the I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the shit with the Skittles in there is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that seems like the
Because a
new.
lot of these, Runt's got the Skittles and other things got Skittles, but I feel like the Skittles weed is, definitely that strong. Yeah. Yes,
That
sir.
Skittles definitely has a mark in the industry, heavy. As far as that's actually one of my favorites too.
Just actually being in the genetics, you know what I mean? Because that's what kind of gives it those undertones that kind of sniffle your nose a little bit in a good way, and it's like that gas, and then that weed gets like nice and soft, but not too soft,
Got you.
That texture is will tell a lot about real genetics too. Shout out to the Backpack Boys. They got a lot of dope strains. You already know. Backpack in the building.
Hey, big shout outs to Backpack Boys, man. Definitely big shout outs to Backpack Boys. Backpack Boy Q. Definitely had a great interview with him. Cool guy, man. The guy came through and blessed the show, man. You know what I'm saying? That was dope. Big shout outs to the Backpack Boys and they also their new shop. You know
Yeah,
what
in
I'm
LA,
saying?
that's big. Yeah, it's
You know.
humongo, man. I was there. Yeah, that's ill.
You was there? You was there?
Yeah, I had to make sure to go out and support.
How was that, man? I'm mad I couldn't make it, man. I was look, man. I know that shit was
I
big.
was
I
a
seen
little
how many
closer
people
than you.
was there.
So, yeah, I was a little closer. I was sitting in the Bay, so the little thing to LA.
It was
was
packed, man.
Yeah, man. The cannabis community, it's a beautiful thing. And matter of fact, I've been seeing a lot of these faces, like some of these faces at the Backpack opening in here in 2020, or excuse me, 2022, or no, where we at 2020.
2021.
2021. You see, that's off that good Wake and Bake, man. Yeah, 2021. It's a lot of these faces I've been seeing since like the 2012 album day. So it's like it's dope. It's a dope community.
I seen everybody came through, show love. I seen like the Doja Pack come through. It was fire. A lot of people came through and show love. Different brands,
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's a beautiful outlet, and I mean, really, it's room for everybody because you see, I mean, when people go to the store and they post their pics on IG, it's this brand, that brand. So they're gonna post Chris, they're gonna post this cookies, backpack, whatever. So it's a beautiful outlet. It's a great thing.
Right.
As a matter of fact, that Chris gonna be in them stores soon in California. Matter of fact,
Yes,
we
sir. I was
pulling the
just about
trigger
to
on
ask
that
about
actually. Shit, right when I get back, probably. So yeah, look out for that Christopher in the in your medical dispensary. It's actually coming sooner than you think.
That's what's up,
Yeah,
man. That was
that's
my
kinda
next.
dope.
That was crazy. You actually jumped right into that because that was my next question. I was
Okay.
gonna ask like, what's the next step? You know what I'm saying for Christopher and the journey that you're taking, which is fire. I love. Yo, listen, you're like now my go-to. One of my go-to listens to when I get high. I also have my boys, the Joints Chief, too. They East Coast reps, too. They remind me of a young, like, Cypress Hill type, like
Okay.
East Coast style.
Yeah, for sure.
They pretty cool.
Yeah, put me on to something.
Yeah, they pretty dope. But you, like, that's that bass sound. Like I told you, I admire that. We don't got that over here. So I'm like, hearing what you bring into the table is like, yes, man, and it's about weed. You feel me? I needed weed music. There's weed music, but not like how it should be. And then listening to your projects, I was like, yes, I got something to listen to. You feel me? And what was so dope is like, it's a short span. Meeting you, man, is a blessing to have you here.
Oh man.
I had to do my research. That's why when I seen you in person, I told you I was like, yo, I was listening to your first joint, man. You didn't even know. I was trying to catch up. Cause I want to at least know what I could talk to you about. You know what I'm saying? As we in the show, like I told you when we linked up, which was so fire.
Yeah, no, shout out to the homie Night Owl. He was telling me about you a couple days before. We finally just ran into each other at the show, and then so now it's dope. And then honestly, as bigger than you think. From you telling me that from a New York perspective as a West Coast artist. So I'm glad, and I feel like I succeeded as the artist I want to be if I'm on your playlist when you rolling up.
Sure, man.
That's kind of ill. So I appreciate that because we in the hip hop mecca, man. We in New York. Shout out to New York, man. So yeah, I appreciate but I'm just bringing that true organic kind of West Coast sound, and since you dove in there, you already know I use this music as a expression for myself. So yeah, I'm glad you like what I'm talking about.
For sure. Man, it's your boy Fax here with my guy Chris. You already know 420 Chris. Make sure y'all check my guy out. We getting back to the second half. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir, man. Christopher in the building, man.
Yes, sir. So we left off, man. I wanted to actually get into this, man. It's inspiring. You know what I'm saying? You actually, you know what I mean? You work with a few people that's been inspiring to the game, and also, you put me on to working with Mike Marshall, the guy from the Loonies, right?
Yeah, he sung the hook on the Loonies record. I Got 5 on it.
Legendary.
Yeah, featuring Mike Marshall, which one of my favorite songs. I personally think it's top 5 hip hop songs.
Yeah, definitely all time get highs too. Like that's going on the list.
And
top
Weed
5
records. Yeah, it's top 5.
Top
Weed
5
records,
Weed
no
records. That's good, man. That's so dope, man, because it plays a major part to my earlier days as a youth smoking. That song I Got 5 on was the motivation of me running out of my crib, linking up with my boys. You know what I'm saying? What was that for you too? And now you're actually working with Mike Marshall, which is so dope, man.
Yeah, it's crazy because I Got 5 on it or having 5 on it was a real thing. You know what I mean? Like man, 5. Yeah, and that 5 went a long way back in the day. But working with Mike Marshall is it's been great. He's been a good friend. We got joints out, and a lot of I'm doing a whole project with him. I got like a lot of joints in the cut with him, and he's dope, man. One of the best voices in the game, in my opinion, and
yeah, memorable too. He also did another song that you shocked me with. I didn't know until you put me onto it, which was so dope, man. I appreciate that knowledge and that gem. What was it? Rumors?
Yeah, the Rumors. So he was in the group Timex Social Club, and he sung that. Look at all these rumors. Yeah, he did that. That was him. Yeah, and actually, if you go and watch the video, he's in there with a Berkeley jersey on.
Shout out to Mike Marshall, man. You are legendary. Listen, you played a major role in my youth. Listen, from my mom playing that song to me smoking my first J, listening to that song, you know what I'm saying, with my guys, nothing but love, man. You legendary staple in this community hip hop game. Music in general, like musically inclined to me from the heart, like just knowing that is big, you know what I mean? Because he played a major role. Those songs, listen, my moms and my dad, they played that song crazy. Rumors, like I got tired of it as a little kid, bro, but it stood in my head and I can never forget. So I appreciate that, man. That was dope.
For sure. Mike Marshall, yeah, that's legendary, man. Shout out to Mike for lacing me up with all kind of dope hooks throughout the year and being a great friend, for sure. And so Mike Marshall, incredible voice, great songwriter, the motherfucking hook master, hook doctor. So that's Mike Marshall, and then I Got 5 on it is the Loonies, which is Yuck Mouth and Numbskull. And shout out to Yuck. I got a joint with Yuck on my album Locally Grown. Check that out. He's on a song called Locally Grown, and Yuck Mouth is an ill spitter.
Sure. Big shout out to Yuck Mouth.
Yeah. Shout out to Yuck, yeah, for sure. Yes, indeed.
So that's fire, man. So this next project, he's the executive producer.
Nah. On all my joints, I'm the executive producer, but
okay. Also, you produce your joints too, no? You produce.
Well, I don't produce in the sense of I don't make any beats. But I'm behind the process of bringing everybody together and producing a final product. Because I'm more than I really don't. I mean, shit. I rap. Obviously, I'm a rapper, and please check out all my rap albums. But
For sure.
it's a joke to me. I don't really even consider myself a rapper. But yeah, I do a lot more than just write the raps and rap them. I love the mixing process. I'm in all my studio sessions. I'm involved with all my artwork, just everything about the game.
Yeah, passion for.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fire, man.
So yeah. So that's that Bay Area. That's that Too Short. That's that E40. That's that Out the Trunk. We don't really wait. We just do it ourselves and put up all the bread. You know, shout out to Nipsey. That's kind of what he was talking about too. Rest in peace, Nipsey.
For sure.
That's LA. Nothing to do with the Bay, but just that was, you know, he was speaking. That was a major artist, relevant, speaking a lot of the game. So yes, but that's that Bay Area hustle of just kind of doing it ourselves, you know.
For sure.
And kind of being involved in every sense of the way, man.
How, like, I got a question. How was y'all sessions? Like, I'm pretty sure he still smokes. Does Mike?
Oh
he
yeah.
smoke? He smoke?
Yeah, we having ill sessions. Mike probably. I don't think he hitting the bleezy with me or.
He don't hit
Yeah,
drugs? He hit J's?
yeah, he doing joints or he got his he got a nice little pipe with him, like a ill little kind of dope little pipe. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
man, that's so amazing, man. Like, to think about that, yo, music is timeless, especially when you have great music and a person working with someone like that. It's official.
I think that's the goal, man. Is timeless music that, you know, you can press play right now, press play, you know, 10 years from now, or you know, it might have even sounded good 10 years ago. So that's that timeless sound, and that's the sound, you know, we organically, I think we want to make for sure. Want that timeless, man.
That's for sure. And I really like
Ain't
I
going
said,
nowhere.
That's what's up. And you definitely putting in work, man. You've been doing this for a while now, over 9 years, just about over 9 years, right?
Yeah.
Since 2011, actually 10 years.
Well, 2012 is the day my shit came out, and matter of fact, it's interesting because I was just talking to my boy about this. He said, you know, he finally struck gold on like his 11th year, because any blueprint I've studied, a lot of people think this music stuff is like overnight or whatever, but any blueprint I've studied, it's like a decade of work. So I'm coming up on my 10th year of like being published, of having something out. So I'm like, oh man, yeah. So I'm feeling good. My time is definitely, you know what I mean, coming for sure, because I'm about to reach this 10-year mark of putting out music, and like I said, all these blueprints I've studied, it's been like a decade journey. So I'm about to be on my. It's been more than a decade of making all the music, but as my first release, like I said, on 215. So yeah, shout out Prop 215. Shout out to California. I put my shit out on 2/15/2012. So yeah, it's a real hippie shit. And like I said, the album, Tunes for Thought. Appreciate you checking that out. Shout out Reese the Beast. Hand drawn album cover. This ill comic book artist drew it, and it was red, yellow, and green. I was kind of into that weed shit before it was really cool to push it. You know what I mean?
Word, that's a fact. That's a fact. Because it's going back to 2012.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's that time. My man put time in. So definitely do check my guy's stuff out, man. I was in tune. I love what you got coming too, man. I can't wait. I'm stoked, bro. Like, yo, bro, you left me, like, I'm like, bro, I want to listen to that again. Like, you know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah, man. New shit is ill, man. We got some shit coming out with GT, Young Breed. We all over the map with this shit, man. So trying to, you know, touch everywhere, man.
Anybody else? That's on there. You got Burner. You also mentioned Burner, right? Damn.
Yeah, I'm juggling a bunch of different projects. So, Burn. I might even have more stuff in the cut with the Jacker. I'm sitting on. My vault's crazy, man.
Trust me, I know. You know what I mean? Let's get into this right here, man. We smoking now. We jumping into the Cassis. Yeah, we smoking this Cassis now.
Okay. Yeah, man, we on these We on these backwoods, man. Backwoods right now.
Yeah.
I remember when I first came out here though, I got laced up, man. My it was like 4 years ago. My boy got me the bamboo papers. And matter of fact, Fronto leaves to me like being from the Bay and smoking woods. I just thought, Fronto leaf was like a generic backwood. I never had a real experience. But then I came out here, it blew my mind. The dude came out with the full bush, bro. Like it wasn't even branded, no packaging. It was just a full bush. He chopped me off a branch and put it in his own Ziploc, and I kept it pushing. And I thought that was dope, and it was a good Fronto. And, put the little strip toasted that. You know what I mean? So actually, I kind of like that shit. That's how I got put up on that shit. And I see people doing the grabber here now, but before I really saw the grabber in Maryland and D.C. about 3 years ago, because it was like 4 years ago I was really out here, and it was like the Fronto strip in the
facts,
paper.
facts.
And then I went to go visit my folks in like D.C., Maryland area, and they was on the grabber, the more crushed up joint. And shit, I like them both. I ain't gonna lie, because it's more like a half joint, half blunt, because these backwoods begin, motherfucking heavy, and then shit besides that, these packs is unreliable sometimes, man. So that's why, yeah, man, Paxton, man, Wake and Bake Show, Christopher, you know what I mean? We need a nice box, real smooth.
Shout outs to Broad Brothers Leaves. You know what I mean? Good Paxtons to get that shit going. I ain't
Okay,
gonna
there
lie.
we go.
Yeah,
See,
Broads
I
Brothers Leaves.
I just got put up on this, and I'm liking what I see.
Mm-hmm.
Broad,
Definitely.
Broad Brothers Leaves.
Yeah, Broad Brothers Leaves.
Okay.
Shout
out
them.
Broad Brothers Leaves, man.
For real. For
sure.
real. For sure.
Chris says that's a dope product, man.
For real. Stamped, you heard? So for sure. I think and that's somebody coming from the Bay. I'm not sure where they from. I gotta find out. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
they
gonna do
from
my
this side.
research.
Yeah, I think they
I'm
from I'm not mistaken. I think my boy was saying something about Philly or something like that, some weird shit. I gotta do my research though. People say they don't be sure, so I gotta make sure myself.
Yeah, we gonna figure that out. Guess I'm going with him. You got one of your tips in there?
Yeah.
Dope.
We over here trying to wake and bake tip. Dope.
Yeah, shout out to man. Those is dope, man. I gotta get my tips going. That's ill, man. I appreciate. I respect that. That's ill. Nice hustle.
For real. Word. Shout outs to Shop Biochem. They actually came. They hit me up. And it's funny is how the world works. The universe works. It's so weird. I'm over here. I'm seeing a hash hole from Fidel's. Yeah, that's shooting. Seeing the Fidel's hash hole, and I'm like, damn. You know what? I would just finish rolling, and I love doing W's with the raw paper, the cardboard, the strip. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, damn, I want a filter with a W. Maybe it could filter the way I smoke my joints. So that's what, besides the wake and bake, that's the reason why I wanted the W's, because normally I used to do my filters with a W like everybody else does, like you guys do, I learned joints from you guys. I'm originally a backwoods smoker. I just got into paper smoking probably like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
But originally I was a backwoods smoker, but I was having a problem with buying 3 packs at a time to get a couple of fucking dark leaf backwoods like this one.
I mean, real backwood smokers know. I mean, you got to be strategic. I mean, it's a shame that it got to be this way, but you got to be strategic with the backwoods. Like, you might know a place that gets better ones, or like for me, not even that. Like me living in California, like I'm paying, $7, $8, $9. I mean, I do got the plug to go get them for whatever, like, I don't know, 50, same old thing. But I don't know, for some reason when I'm in Florida or some other places, I don't know, I feel like their backwoods are better, and I get them for like $4 a pack. So I just be strategic, you know what I mean, with the backwoods, because like, yeah, man, it's very inconsistent, obviously, and we want them, nice, moist, joints, darker ones, you know what I mean, but it's like maybe, if you're lucky, 3 out of the 5, not even that,
Yo, this Pelly smoking. Shouts to Pelly again, man. You see I got the sweater on and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
Fire.
both, we both dipping that
the
Pelly right now, man. Yeah, I mean,
and we smoking the Pelly right now, you know what I mean?
Both stupid dope. The fucking, the tree, obviously, out the world, and the fucking joints is
Yeah,
Nice, man. They look good, feel good. You know what I
Feel
mean?
good.
Pelly got his, he ill with the graphics. He got a real artistic mind. He makes music too. I'm waiting for Pelly to give me a beat. Shout out Pelly, man. We about to work on a couple joints, man. We about to collab on a couple things.
That's fire.
Music wise, yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, so-
That's fire.
Pelly is a producer himself.
That's fire.
Mm-hmm.
I also seen he fucks with DJ Fran a lot hard. That's how I did my research on him, and I started learning from him about him. They were back in the days. That's why I'm excited. I can't wait to actually get a chance to interview him. He goes way back, man.
Yeah.
To like early 2000s, man. Like they were in the studio with Snoop, Kim,
90s, early 2000s.
when she did
Late
How
90s,
Many
yeah.
Licks and Half Feet. Yo, that's dope. Like that's something I dead ass want to talk about because that
Pelly
goes back
was out
into
here.
the roots.
Yeah. Matter of fact, so I think, so it's a little legendary video out there, where it's like Franny, Pelly in the lab with like Snoop. Yeah, and I think like Lil Kim and shit. And they're blowing that Pelly, and the session's here.
Facts.
But Snoop is here. I don't know. Snoop and NYC. No, I think it's just Snoop. But yeah, Pelly done. Yeah, Beanie Siegel.
Yeah,
Bleak.
that I want to know how that came about. That's so dope. Was he in the studio the same night, or was it they were on another floor? And that's I can't wait, man.
Yeah,
I can't
so
wait. That's until
There's
I don't
a lot
make
of
it.
history that come with Pelly, so it's dope, man.
That's huge.
It's somebody I'm really looking forward to his continued success. Dope.
Yes. I definitely love what he's doing. I love what you're bringing to the game, man. Keep it up, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Straight up from your boy Facts. You know what I mean? Host of the Wake and Bake, showing nothing but love, bro.
Thank you, brother. Yeah.
Appreciate y'all and what y'all bringing to the table. You too, Chris. You know what I'm saying? I see you got the Christopher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pushing that, both ways. Music and cannabis. That Christopher, man, you already know.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to you, man.
Appreciate that, man.
It's all player love over here, man.
So you've been cool with Pel for a minute. How long you knew Pelly?
So really I've known Pelly. I've seen Pelly a bit, but it's a family connection.
Nice.
Shout out to my cousin. They go way back.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, they go way back. My cousin's dope. He's cool with Franny, Pelly. They're just old school friends.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. All right, man. So now, since we already high, we're gonna jump into these questions I hit people with off guard, off balance. You feel me? We already feeling nice. You know what I mean?
Let's see what you got, man.
All right, man. I don't know if you watch movies, but I got one for you. I don't know. You watch, what is it? Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle?
Yeah, it's been a minute, but I definitely partook in that.
All right, cool. So here we go, man. And Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. They get high and wind up stranded in the woods. As they getting high, they wind up encountering an animal and riding it through the woods. What animal was that?
So it was like a moose.
Huh?
Was it a moose?
A moose?
Nah.
Nah, man. All right,
man.
here, I'm going to hit you with it, man. It was a cheetah.
Oh yeah, cheetah.
They were fucking high as fuck. I was wondering, how the fuck does a fucking, you know what I mean, get through the fucking...
Cheetah, you know what? Yeah, that makes more sense than a moose for sure. And yeah, the cheetah. For some reason, I don't know why that makes sense with it.
I was fucked up when I seen that movie, and I'm like, why the fuck would a fucking, like, out of everything...
What, it saved them?
Yeah, they fucking wound up getting it high and dashing through the woods on this shit, and wound up by the fucking kite, the hang glider. Fucking, that's when they got to White Castle. Fucking excellent movie, man. Big shout out to fucking them, man. That's,
yeah, those dudes were definitely
movie.
funny in there. It was a good movie.
All right, so here we go. I got another one for you. In How High, what was Red and Meth's name? I'll give you a hint. I'll give you Red's name. Jamal. What was Meth's name in How High?
Damn, what was Meth's name and How High? Shit. He was like a doctor or something. Or like
He had a weird ass name. I give you that. You getting
was like
hot.
a-
You getting warm, bro.
he
You
was
getting
like a-
warm.
Man. Shit, the movie trivia, I'd be litty. Man, I know it was, distinctive, but I think I'm buzzing out, Cuddy. I don't I can't recall.
Yeah, I bet, man. You want to guess one?
Fucking the Medicine Man.
That's a fucking good thing, man. It was Jamal. Well, it was Silas.
Okay.
Silas. It was Jamal and Silas. Reds.
Silas.
Yeah, it was Silas.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
cool. Let's do this, man. We got another one here. When we were young, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days when we were young, who did they have us look for in a book? As kids.
What, motherfucking Waldo?
My man got that.
Oh, man. I was
There
like,
you
yeah,
go. My
okay,
guy got
cool.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You did good with that one. A lot of people would be here guessing for a long
real?
time
Okay,
with that
okay.
one.
I remember looking for that fucking dude in them books. A little bit.
All right, cool. Legendary in the game. He's nice. He's a rock star. Also, you know what I mean? He's African American. You know what I mean? Legendary rock star. He had a song called Purple Haze. What was this legend's name?
Oh, man, that's none other than Jimi Hendrix.
Woo! Oh,
Man,
guy.
big
He
Hendrix
redeemed
fan,
himself.
man.
He's 2 for 2,
Oh,
baby.
Yeah, come on, man. For sure.
I like
Yeah,
that.
more me. Yeah, fucking the TV screen, man. Like I watched both those movies for sure, but yeah, TV and movies, so cool. I'm glad I could on 2 and 2.
I like that. I like that, man. All right. Yeah, this is good. This is really good shit. I'm glad this is being recorded.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, the ones you asked me are the ones you asked everybody.
Yeah, I asked
Okay.
everybody. I asked the guys before.
Oh yeah, he's
And
lit.
they're
Yeah,
good.
he's
Yeah.
lit. Yeah. We smoking big Pelly, big Chris flavor. It's over. And these nice backs.
Facts. I think that's what did it. Because I was smoking some paper before this. So I think that and the rig. So that shit definitely
Oh
hit
yeah, you rigged up.
boom right now. And
Yeah,
the
man.
hash hole. We had the hash hole.
Oh yeah,
Now
Brody
we
is
closing it out with some Pelly.
litty.
It's crazy. So crazy, I forgot my 5th question. And the good thing that I only got 5 questions. That's why I'm smart. I did 5 questions because I know I'll be high as fuck. Feel me? That's called knowing yourself. Shit, bro. Hendrix, Jamal.
Yeah, Kumar, Hendrix. Give me a marty.
Jamal Silas.
Oh yeah, How High. What was the 4th one I got right? Jimi
Yeah.
Hendrix. Did we say that?
Yeah, you had the Jimi Hendrix,
Jimi
right?
Hendrix. How High.
The Waldo.
Waldo. Kumar. Okay, yeah. So one more.
Oh, I got it. All right, let's do this, baby. My high ass. All right, man. Hold on. We gotta put fucking numbers down, man. For real, man. I woke up. All right?
Oh, shit.
I'm high. You feel me? All right, so the 5th question, baby. Let's do this shit. Legendary Barack Obama admitted, right, to smoking weed. And he said that was the whole purpose of smoking reefer, to do it frequently, right? He also specified that day that he also had a small clique, and he started off when he was in college. That small clique, what was their name? He had a little gang he called in college.
Man, I really have no idea. I don't think. I know he said he smoked a joint though.
Yeah, that
That's
day he
cool.
said he actually leaked
I
that.
think he specified it was
Yeah.
it was a doobie
A
that
doobie,
he
yeah.
partook in, a joint. I think is how he said it.
And that was the purpose.
And
To smoke
that
frequently.
is all I remember. I didn't know he said he had a bunch of
Yeah.
homies he was getting high with, or he had a high get high with click. Nah. Damn,
You want to
Cuddy.
guess?
Fucking
It matches with shrooms. That'll give you a little hint.
what he was. They were the psychedelics or some shit, or they was the fucking.
It was the Choom Gang. The Choom Gang. That was his little gang, his little stoner clique that he admitted to smoking with when he first started.
So he just gave
the
out
joint.
the whole Choom Gang.
Yeah, he said that that was his little gang he rolled with, the Choom Gang, which was fire. I was caught off guard too because I'm like, wow, okay, our president ain't lying. He smokes bud, and he's even admitting to doing it, frequently with his when he was a young boy. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us. We get to enjoy the cannabis at an early age. We get introduced to it by our friends,
Yeah. Cannabis it's a great thing. Like I said, it's a gateway to beautiful things. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what I feel. Smoke some weed. I mean, if the world smokes some weed, what's gonna happen? We gonna smile and get some food. You know what I mean? It's gonna be lovely. We ain't wildin'. But yeah, let's respect the like you were saying. I think, matter of fact, and it makes sense to me more than I'm thinking about it. But yeah, let's respect the the culture and keep weed nice and cool and calm and player like it is. You know what I mean?
For real, man. I appreciate that, man. I also can't wait till your next project come out. You know what I'm saying? I also appreciate the stuff that you already put out. You know what I'm saying? That's so fire, man. Love what you're bringing to the table. You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that, I feel like them legalizing bud here is opening the door for us to connect more, from east to west. And that was the whole purpose of me doing this Wake and Bake show, man, and getting you guys up here. And it's a pleasure and honor to have you here, as a West Coast rep, repping the Bay. I really appreciate you coming through, Chris. It's so dope.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you having Northern California, the Bay in the building. Chris Christopher on all your streaming platforms. Check out the catalog. And the new stuff that I let Brody hear is crazy, like he said, coming real soon. And, 420 Chris 925 on your Instagram.
Word. So you already know, man. We're here, man. It's your boy Fax. You know what I'm saying? Host of the Wake and Bake Show, man. Honor and pleasure to have my guy, 420 Chris, up in here, Chris Christopher. Make sure y'all tap into my man and check him out. Streaming on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? New project coming soon. You know what I'm saying? We're here. While we log out, let y'all hear my boy. Feel me? We out of here.
Appreciate you, Cuddy. Much
always,
love,
man.
Word,
Wake and Bake. And also, big shouts to Pelly, man. I don't got nothing bad to say about this bud, man. I'm going to just tell you.
Man. Shout out, you know what I mean?
Shouts to Pelly. We here, man.
Pelly.
This Cassis, I give it a 10 out of 10, man. You already know what it is. The guys before us, we rated it, gave it a 10 out of 10, too. This is all love, man. Big shout outs to Pelly. You see we out here showing nothing but love and support, man. From the east to the west coast, baby. Nothing but love. Big shout outs to my boy 420 Chris up in the building, man.
Thanks
you
again for having me.
Appreciate you.
Yee.
Yee. My God, man.
Wake up, get high, all day through the night, prepare to take flight through the sky. Start your day right. Wake up, get high, all day through the night, prepare to take flight through the sky.